Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out David Fincher's Zodiac, and I'm really excited for this movie because I really enjoy David Fincher as a director, but I haven't seen too many of his movies. Tomorrow for me and already for you guys if you're watching this on YouTube and Patreon, I did a live stream for Panic Room, which is another David Fincher movie. I'm planning on watching Gone Girl eventually as well, and I have seen one of his movies called Fight Club, a little movie that you guys may not have heard of. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what Zodiac brings to the table today. I learned about the Zodiac Killer in grade 11, and I thought he was like a fascinating serial killer case, if that is okay to say, I guess, because he's a mystery, you know what I mean? Like, no one actually knows who the Zodiac Killer is. There are theories, there are some good theories, there's some weird theories, like Ted Cruz is the Zodiac Killer. I made a video in grade 11 for my class, and at the end of the video, I made Ted Cruz the Zodiac Killer. I pieced it all together and made Ted Cruz the Zodiac Killer, so I thought that was pretty funny, so I always have a little core memory of making that, I guess. But yeah, the Zodiac Killer has just been one of the more interesting serial killers that I've ever learned about, and so it's going to be really interesting to watch this movie and see how this movie develops the story. Okay, and before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So when we turn the light, we said what color it should be. Boop! Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I think I'm just gonna go like a blue color because I'm gonna say that this movie takes place a lot at night, just because it's more of like a thriller movie, so I'm gonna just guess that it takes place at night a lot, and because of that, blue lighting will be very good to watch night scenes in. And before we get into this reaction, if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon of uncut and early access reactions to my movies and TV shows that come out up to 3 weeks early, as well as exclusive merch, live streams, Patreon polls, movie polls, etc. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, let's dive on into this thing. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Zodiac. I wonder how accurate this movie's going to be to real life.
Let me drive.
Get in. I haven't eaten in 24 hours.
Dude, I haven't eaten in a bit. I'm pretty hungry. After this reaction, I'm eating so much food.
I thought you were starving.
Let's go someplace quiet.
Oh, she had something else on her mind.
It's July. How many shirts are you wearing?
That's actually so fair.
4th of July.
Oh my god. I'm not excited for these people to just die. I would leave. If someone did that, I would leave.
Don't worry about it.
Don't tell me not to worry. Who was it?
It's nothing.
Does she know who that was? No, this is where you actually drive away, guys.
Now, D.
Wow, I love the lighting, the headlights just illuminating the scene here.
Man, you really creeped us out.
Oh! Why that scared me so much? I was expecting him to at least talk first. Oh. I didn't realize that the guy survived a little bit before. They're saying that my channel name. This is a sign that I need to watch this movie. He's still alive. Wow.
I also killed those kids last year. Goodbye.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Come on, buddy.
It's Jake Gyllenhaal.
I'll go for you. Lunchbox.
Why am I not going on?
Mark Ruffalo and Robert Downey Jr. What a star cast. I was wondering why we were following the mail van. It's probably for the letters that the Zodiac sends, right?
How's your coffee,
Delicious as hell. That's how my coffee is.
What's up?
Betty.
There's Robert Downey Jr. and Mark Ruffalo over there.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Oh, Stan, tell Mr. Howe the draft board's people.
I love how the camera already is just part of the characters, you know what I mean? Jake Gyllenhaal stands up and sits down. The camera stands up and sits down. It's so immersive. I love David Fincher's style so much.
You need to see this.
It's the first letter of many.
Paper in this cipher is my identity. If you do not print this cipher by the afternoon of Friday,
It's a game. It's a game for him.
But shooting 12 people.
And not running this might make him do that.
If we run it, we might be setting a very dangerous precedent.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, this is a dilemma here.
Chronicle. I just want to check if you had an unsolved firearm-related homicide on Christmas and maybe one on July 4th.
Yes, we do.
You guys got one too.
People have already contacted him.
The examiner's going, but won't go front page. I say let's go front page. If he kills 12 people, it's not our fault.
Oh, wow.
Mario's still here.
Really?
The first edition is off the floor in 10, Charles.
You can print something that fast?
Okay, replate. We'll go on page 4.
Page 4, that's not the front page. People are dying.
Grab your book.
There we go. He's not just a graphic artist, he's also a code breaker.
Maybe semaphore, weather symbols, astrological signs.
Hey, take a guess.
3 different codes.
Paul Avery.
Robert Graysmith. I've been here 9 months
Yeah, I was about to say, how have they not introduced themselves yet?
for my afterlife.
He thinks our friend's a tad bit fucker in the head. I heard he even sent Vallejo a code key.
A code key?
Leftovers. Maybe an anagram?
I don't think there would be leftovers, would there?
Dangerous animal. Dangerous animal.
Oh, this is so cool to watch, guys. I love this movie. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100.
He taped a flashlight to the gun. That's how he hit him in the dark.
And he gave himself a name.
The Zodiac. See, but he writes it down. So do you think you could, like, analyze his calligraphy and stuff?
You know this used to be the town of Monticello?
Oh god, I know about this one. I know about this one.
Somebody else is here.
It is a public park.
He's walking towards us.
We're behind that tree.
Alright, so he's taking a leak.
Oh, and he put the mask on.
You're welcome to everything I have.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know exactly where I put my keys. They might be on the blanket. Is it okay?
I'm so scared. You just know it's gonna happen eventually. And it's crazy that this one happens just in the middle of the day as well.
Hey, you said it was in Montana, right?
Oh god.
Okay, you all done?
Not yet.
You know, just because people are going to ask, was that thing even loaded?
Oh, why would you even ask? Why is this guy so calm? Oh. Oh my god. Dude, being stabbed would probably be one of the worser ways to die, especially like multiple times. And he wrote on the car. Wow.
A double murder. They're 2 miles north of parking headquarters.
Oh,
I'm the one that did it.
he's still alive. It seems like he leaves one person alive, or maybe he doesn't know that he leaves one alive.
Type it up. It's not finished until you type it up. We've got to read it.
Where are you running to?
We'll be on for the news on the 20. We've got curfews in effect tonight for the following counties: Napa, Solano, Contra Costa.
Oh, wow. I love how this movie looks as well. Like, it just has this retro feel to it. Made in 2007, which is crazy.
Bay. Unlike in the city where you have Satanists
running around.
Well, you bring up a good question.
Whoa, what a shot.
Printing all that stuff to sell more newspapers.
Well, the Zodiac did
He's in the back of this taxi, isn't he?
Printed it or not.
I love how they're hiding his
point.
face
So, what do you...
with shadows. Oh, that was so quick. I just watched Taxi Driver right before this movie. Both this movie and Taxi Driver made me not want to be a taxi driver. Jeez. Isn't it crazy that the police get to the taxi and he's within like a mile or two of them? Isn't that wild? And they still can't find him?
Lovely night for a botched robbery.
Yeah, third this week. Must be end of summer rush.
I got foot patrols
It
going.
wasn't really a robbery though, I don't think.
Suspect fired one shot to the back of the head. Driver's wallet and car keys are missing.
How'd you know his name?
Why is he always taking the car keys and wallet?
That's the description that went out to radio cars.
Yeah, we already correct.
No, that's wrong.
We'll dust it at the hall. The odd thing is, we also got gloves.
Suspects?
There's blood on them.
He left the gloves.
Who rolled them?
Stewards.
Oh, wow. I seen pictures of this event actually, like the real life pictures. I also love the music right now, by the way.
Down a block. Pulls over.
I'll wait for him to put it in park because I'm smart and I don't want him hitting the accelerator.
Oh, genius.
But he's dead. You could just reach over the seat, pull out his wallet. You don't have to go anywhere near the blood. So why do you get in the front seat?
I like the way they think.
Sir, I was wondering if I'd be able to talk to your children one at a time and preferably alone.
They just saw a man murdered.
Yeah, okay, but they have witness. They saw him.
Normal. Yeah.
Normal.
Interesting that we didn't see the kids in that. You know what I mean? The framing, they were out of frame. We just heard their voices. Oh, why would you touch that?
Last night. To prove this here is a blood-stained piece of his shirt. I am the same.
That's why he reached over into the front seat. Answers their question.
He confirms the Vallejo and Napa killings.
Gets worse.
Robert, you have a deadline?
No, guys, let him in.
Just one thing. Is it true they got a print off the cap?
Yeah, we got a partial in blood. But that is...
A partial print.
It's me.
Did he say they got a print?
Yeah, publish it.
You're doing that thing, the thing we discussed, the thing that I don't like. Starts with an L.
Oh, looming.
Yeah.
Looming.
Peanut butter, okay?
Dad, you don't have to wait for me.
I know.
No, I'm terrified of school buses. I wouldn't let my kid on a school bus.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive with it.
Yeah, there we go. Just in case.
What's that?
Similarities in the lowercase r's.
There we go, we're connecting the calligraphy here. What is it?
To quote, wipe out a school bus and pick off the kiddies as they come bouncing out.
That's crazy. I guess it's from the 1960s, so theories were kind of out of this world a little bit. I think it's Ted Cruz. Even though he wasn't even born at this point in time, I'm pretty sure. I think it's Ted Cruz.
Is missing?
When he was still in the hospital, we could show him lineups all day long. As soon as he got out, he split.
Weird.
I don't think he wanted to have anything to do with this.
Yeah, maybe he thought he was going to be hunted down again.
Boot prints to and from the crime scene were made by size 10.5 wing walkers, military-style boots.
Oh, this is cool. You're getting things from different jurisdictions.
Sure, send me the handwriting.
I thought question documents already did.
Nope, Vallejo's got him, not us.
I'll have question documents.
Jeez, it's so unorganized.
Ours, too. And call Molnick's in Vallejo. Maybe he can get you a mini.
Why don't you just get a...
Must be so annoying.
I thought they were Vallejo.
No, they were over the county line, so you're gonna need to coordinate with them, too.
Okay.
Jeez. It takes 500 years to get any bit of information from anyone now. Well, at this point in time.
Hey, not in a hurry, kind of lumbering along.
Lumbering? What do you mean lumbering?
Shuffling.
Stocky? Had a crew cut?
Oh, that was him. You guys saw him, and you didn't arrest him, man.
You need to get with the sketch artist. We have to put out a new composite right away.
God.
5 persons have been murdered.
How would you feel to be those cops?
Berryessa, Blue Rock Springs, Lake Herman.
Washington and Cherry.
You think?
No.
And here, not a single usable print of the first 3 or in any of the letters?
How does our master...
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
He shoots the cabbie and then takes them off? So it's not...
Yeah, why?
It is the first attack.
David Faraday and Betty Jensen.
They both died.
I could go for a Coke right now.
Mine is not.
Exactly.
Single male cab driver on Washington and Cherry doesn't fit.
Doesn't fit.
Yeah, there's not really a pattern.
He's breaking the pattern.
Or intentionally breaking the pattern to throw off police officers, maybe?
15 minutes.
We can do that, can't we, Jim?
15 seconds, clear the set.
They need 15 minutes to trace someone's call. That's so long. How long does it take now to trace someone's call, actually? Like, minutes, max?
Who am I speaking with?
This is the Zodiac speaking.
Oh, sounds so creepy.
Is there something I can call you?
Why they gotta make themselves sound creepy? Why can't they just sound normal? Come on.
He knows they're tracing his calls.
Yeah, guys, stop tracing and he'll call back.
I don't want to go to the gas chamber. I have headaches. I kill. I don't get them.
That is fucked up.
You want to...
Ugh.
Why is he calling?
I don't want to go to the gas chamber.
You won't get hurt if you talk to me.
You're not going to the gas.
I can't believe this actually happened on TV.
What was that, Sam?
Oh my god, he sounded like a hyena.
So sick. Oh, I'm gonna kill them.
Kill them?
Okay.
How about Old St. Mary's Church in Chinatown?
No.
No.
Take care of yourself, Sam.
Jeez, this guy's brave to meet this guy. Guess he's not meeting him alone, is he?
Alright, thanks for coming down, Brian.
Do you have blackout?
That's okay, I got it.
So that was just a fake caller.
Tushin. Oakland PD's operator is sure the man she talked to had a deeper voice.
Yeah.
And you need to look at this.
1 bag of ammonium nitrate fertilizer, 1 gallon of stove oil.
It's a bomb.
When did these arrive?
They arrived this morning.
Are you planning to publish?
We should have a drink.
Yeah, let's go. What the heck kind of drink? That actually looks pretty good though, I can't lie.
We'll come back to that. How'd you know I was going to send another code?
I just guessed.
It was a very good guess though.
This can no longer be ignored. What is that you're drinking?
So fair.
But who actually cracked the code?
They all got... That's so good.
But then I found a code written in the Middle Ages. Guess what it's called? The Zodiac alphabet.
Oh, that's cool.
What's your angle? This is good business for everyone but you.
Yeah, because you don't get the recognition.
Hello?
Bill.
Those are stressful shots of her for some reason.
Not at all, but the real story is the letter.
I'll be back.
Inspector Toski.
Oh.
Even though he tries to ignore it, it drives him. It's in his blood.
Could be, or maybe he just likes the attention.
Yeah, maybe that too. I mean, a lot of serial killers, they start killing and then they start wanting the attention, and so they start getting a little bit lazier or giving clues to police and stuff. It's almost like they want to get caught eventually. They just want the thrill of the police chasing them for a bit. You know what I mean? Sorry, lady. Is that car a police car? I don't think so. Keep driving. Keep driving.
If you don't mind.
Well, you can't be too careful.
Oh God, I'm so stressed. Why would you say yes? Just say no, I'll just fix it in town or something. She has a baby. Why would you stop? Why would you say yes if you have a baby?
It's okay.
Drive. Yeah, the wheel's gonna fall off or something, isn't it? Wow. Wow, look at how they shadow his face again.
Left to a service station.
Okay.
No. No, why would you say okay? No.
I didn't know you had a baby.
Oh, is that okay?
The more the merrier.
Oh, is he gonna kill her still or no?
You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit.
You passed the service station, buddy.
Do you always go around helping people in the night?
When I'm done with them, they don't need much help.
Oh my days. Jump out of the car right now.
Before I kill you, I'm gonna throw your baby out the window.
Jeez. Jeez, the dead silence that happened right there. What happened?
She jumped from a car. I found her like
Oh, she jumped! She jumped!
What is it?
Where's her baby though?
Jesus.
She hid the baby. She must have protected the baby when she jumped out. Oh my god. But she saw him, right?
You have on my head now. I hope you do not think I was the one who wiped out that blue meanie with the...
There's Apollo 13 astronauts right there. I love that movie.
This is the first mention of Kathleen Johns? That's very weird.
That's because he's full of shit.
Whoa, that's a cool party trick.
The Modesto B from March. I'm going to stand her and attempt not to vomit. Left.
Don't worry, I don't know my lefts and rights either. Of course I do, guys. That was a joke. That was a joke, just in case you thought I was serious.
Seen it yet?
Everything in the letter already appeared in the article.
And he's done it before.
Oh, wow. He's not giving facts anymore.
He even stole his symbol.
What?
Yeah, shit. If I show you something, you promise not to tell anyone?
Who would I tell?
Okay. Totally solid point.
You're a kid, and then the kid will tell the school, and then, you know, it'll get around.
That's the only place that word and that symbol ever appeared together before the letters.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday, Bill. Thanks.
So it's been a year since his last birthday.
Calls me that.
Governor, I pledge to use all my influence to make sure...
So many time jumps. I guess it happens over such a long period of time.
Good workflow.
Does anyone ever call me names? Or...
You mean like retard?
Oh my god. What is it? Oh, it's a bullet. Is it a bullet? Oh, never mind. I thought you got sent like a bullet or something.
You did call him a latent homosexual in at least one of your articles.
Dave?
That's so fair. He's giving you personal mail now.
Paul Avery's investigation has won him the accolade of a message from the Zodiac.
I am not Avery? What's that button?
Several Cron newsmen are wearing lapel buttons reading, I am not Paul Avery.
Oh, never mind.
Glenna said you were a cartoonist.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing at a gun range?
Reading.
Dude, he's so scattered right now.
It's near LA.
Oh, wow. I don't think Paul knows that it's that far away.
It's a little awkward.
The pasta, spaghetti.
Are you ready to order yet?
No. Give me 5 minutes, please. No, he's definitely not ready.
Do you have any change? Oh, wait, no, wait, hold on. No, that's a penny.
This is the worst date of all time.
Well, I have some change.
You know what, though? It was nice of her to give him the change. I like her. Let's go on a second date. Not me and her, but him and her.
Okay, well...
Oh, a little cozy in here, don't you think?
Melanie, I should go home and wait for the...
Is this some sleazy plan to get me to go home with you?
No, he didn't mean it like that at all.
I'll get the food to go.
Okay, Melanie. Dude, it's a win-win for Jake here.
This is the most interesting date I've ever had.
Robert.
Yes?
You sitting down?
Yes.
You're not gonna believe this.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
She leaves with an unidentified male at closing, 9 p.m. Her body's found the next morning in a parking lot, stabbed to death.
Oh.
He calls it a game. I mean, this could be our boy.
6 months later, the police, the girl's father, and the paper, they all received these.
Oh god. There could be more letters. Maybe codes even.
This was found a couple of months later by a janitor in RCC storage.
Oh, what? On the desk.
Who etches in their own handwriting?
To be honest with you, our letters and your letters?
R.H.
He types the confession. Zodiac reads it in the paper, and he writes a letter taking credit for it. Now, that's something he's done before.
He could do that.
I'm the Zodiac.
And how did you kill your victims?
With a gun? No. With a hammer.
Why would people want to be the Zodiac?
They're side by side for 10 years. His foot gets crushed in an accident, and the killings begin.
Coincidence? I think not.
Have you considered the killer might be Paul Avery?
Frequently.
It's a conspiracy. The guy writing about the Zodiac is the Zodiac.
Other thing is, Lee's into skin diving. I know he's been up to that lake a bunch of times.
Lake Berryessa. Did you ever go?
Oh, interesting. This is a good lead.
I had to move.
This is my problem. This guy...
Arthur Lee Allen?
This guy Lee just lays out his entire...
Arthur Lee Allen.
New Year's Day?
I don't know. He's angry. He's been drinking, been thinking about it for a while.
I mean, the Zodiac's smart, but sometimes you slip a little bit, you know?
Not too sure what he got the samples. What are you having?
BLT.
So,
I want some too.
when Mel got the application from Valley Springs, I told him that Allen had been fired for touching kids.
Oh.
Zodiac letters we sent you? Yeah. Some of this stuff is pretty creepy.
You know what's a crazy thought?
I mean, creepy like Lee.
There's a potential that the Zodiac killer, because he was never found and maybe never had, or maybe hadn't died before this movie came out, the Zodiac killer could have watched this movie. Isn't that insane? Unlikely, but possible. He just would have been very old.
He writes the Zodiac letters with his right hand, producing a different handwriting that he can't be linked to.
Wait, that's so interesting.
The informant, 2 leads we follow.
It's okay by me.
Oh, that's him. I know this actor. This is so interesting. This could be the guy.
I told him that I'd gone to Salt Point that weekend to skin dive, that I was alone, but
that shot was so interesting.
Neighbor's name?
Bill White. He died a week or so afterwards.
Oh.
The knives I had in my car with the blood on them, that blood came from a chicken that I killed for dinner.
What knives?
Solomon called the other officer on me.
Well, we'll be checking in on that.
These shots are so interesting. What the heck?
66? Is this about the Riverside killing?
Yes.
The watch? The Zodiac watch?
That's a horrible thing to say.
So you aren't angry about being fired from Valley Springs for touching your students?
Wow, these shots, these like individual shots now.
That's a nice watch.
Thank you.
He's hiding it.
Where'd you get it?
It's a Zodiac watch, baby.
You don't remember anyone you might have had a conversation with regarding the Zodiac?
The most dangerous game.
Interesting. Why is he saying that right now?
Or at least that's what I told Phil.
He mentions that at the start of the movie. Guys, I mean, obviously right now we're led to believe this guy has to be him, right? Like everything is pointing to this one man. But I know there are other potential candidates as well. I wonder if the movie will go into that.
Thanks for your time.
I'm willing to help in any way possible.
I'd like to hear what you guys think about this case.
So does anyone think this suspect warrants further investigation?
These are copies of some of the Zodiac...
God, that was an intense conversation, by the way. That was so good.
He spelled it the exact same way. Christ Mass.
Would you still have that?
I can look for it.
Thank you, that'd be great.
Really? Really?
Tell him to screw.
You want me to communicate that verbatim, or can I spice it up a little?
Verbatim's fine.
This suspect is not your Zodiac.
Don't you just wish he had said it is the Zodiac?
Only what? 2,300?
Oh my god. Get looking. Start filing through. I like this time lapse to show the progression of time.
Promote an exchange and free flow of ideas. And that you run it. Well, who's better than me? The marked man.
The marked man.
You want to grab a drink?
It's 10 in the morning.
Late.
Yeah.
Breakfast. Early
Paul's
lunch.
kind of running a little low at the moment.
Asked him straight out if he thought Lee was capable of killing people.
Because of patient confidentiality.
The man said yes.
What?
Search his trailer.
If we find something, great. If not, we get his prints and handwriting samples from both hands.
Yeah, exactly.
It's someone who undergoes a personality change like Zodiac would manifest it physically, altering his handwriting.
Which is why...
Interesting.
No, thank you.
Well, looks like you got your man.
Okay, they got the warrant. Let's go. Imagine this guy. He's been living 9 months. He's just like, the police haven't kind of contacted me. That's a little strange. Just living his life and all of a sudden they just show up, search his house. It's unlocked.
Hello?
And he is not home.
Neighbor said he tore out of here about half hour ago. You think somebody tipped him?
Interesting, maybe.
I'll check the back.
Oh, why are there so many squirrels everywhere?
Have those checked for blood. And a pair of black gloves.
Interesting.
Automatic, one revolver.
That's interesting. Because he happens to have an M1 rifle here in the closet.
Oh my days.
Hello, Arthur. Remember us?
No.
And the handwriting?
Ballistics no match, prints no match, writing no match.
Oh my god, it was so close.
Hey, what do you want? Time off? A hug?
A hug.
Or I just want all this to be over.
It's because you thought it was him. And I
Yeah.
did too.
And there was so much evidence pointing towards it being him.
The city of San Francisco does not pay criminals not to commit crime.
What movie is this? Oh, Dirty Harry. Oh, I should have known it was Dirty Harry. I literally watched that on the channel. I've reacted to that movie recently. I was like, Scorpio sounds so familiar. What's that from? I'm just dumb.
What do you do at the Chronicle?
Crazy how much the first Dirty Harry movie kind of mirrors the Zodiac case a little bit. Even with the school bus chase at the end of the movie. If you've seen it, you know, right? Four years later. Wow, what a time jump.
What's up?
I'm done.
Why?
I put in for a transfer.
No, you guys are partners though.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
No, you guys are the best partners in the world.
Hey, you know what? Maybe I have a chance to try your Japanese food. The raw.
Yeah, maybe, finally.
I'm not Paul Avery. The boys need to be tucked in, please, and the baby needs changing.
Oh, they had a baby. Dude, I guess that's the best first date she's ever had. So guys, if you go on a first date, make it a murder mystery first date. Make sure you're trying to catch a serial killer, and then you'll marry that girl eventually. What a nice little houseboat, don't you think? Oh, he's not looking so good anymore.
Seen that? Mesmerizing.
Oh, yeah. My own kids would kill me for one of those.
Dude, I love, what is it, Pong?
I've been thinking that if you put all the information together, maybe you could jog something loose.
Yeah.
You lost them?
Or I tossed them. I moved onto a boat.
Yeah, that's true.
In the East Bay commute every 3 months than that idiot ever killed. He offed a few citizens, he wrote a few letters, and he faded into footnote.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's probably not really on anyone's minds anymore. Everyone's performances in this are so good.
Hey, hi.
Hi. Where you been?
The library.
Why'd he lie?
Hi. We met at the movies once.
I don't remember.
Over 200. It's a lot of dead people and grieving families that need our help. So nobody cares.
Wonder why it isn't written in 3 years. He's just like, I'm done. No final note or anything?
Zodiac was military, so I went to every base library, and I got a list of every person who's ever checked out these books, and that's when I found this.
Really?
Every book on ciphers was stolen from the Presidio Library. And the Oakland Army Terminal Library.
Interesting.
I can't give you information, and I certainly couldn't tell you to go see Ken Narlow in Napa.
Okay. Okay, the case is back on. Also, that's a beautiful shot of the Golden Gate Bridge.
I'm a friend of Dave Toski's, and he said that you might be able to help. I mean, the case.
Dave said that?
That's what they say.
So what's the harm?
Yeah, so fair.
You don't smoke, do you?
Once, in high school.
He was like, oh my god, I smoked once, I'm not going to be able to do this. Oh, I love the voices from the crimes.
Strange man, strange man. Thank you so much.
Hope he didn't leave the room in a mess.
Well, good for him.
Aw, I like the support. Also, the montages in this movie are so incredible. The music, the way the shots go, like I don't know, it's almost like a symphony of shots. It's cool.
Throw this painting party.
What's a painting party?
It's a party where people come and help you paint.
Sounds like a terrible party.
Well,
Yeah.
supposedly somebody who...
I mean, it could be a little fun, though.
And Darlene is terrified of him.
So you think that Darlene knew Zodiac?
And if Zodiac...
Yeah, she did at the start of the movie, right?
More than just a coincidence, right? I mean, somebody doesn't just randomly prank phone call a victim's entire family 90 minutes after they've been shot.
Yeah.
Or Darlene was shot on purpose.
Either way.
It was a connection. His first murder in the movie was a connected murder. Was a motive murder.
I remember that I spoke to him.
You mean to Mr. Belli about the case?
No, to
the Zodiac.
Yeah, this was the maid.
You want something to drink?
When was this?
What day?
He came back on Christmas. Not a good day to work.
So he left on the 18th.
So his birthday's the 19th or the 18th.
Let's say this phone call did take place. Let's say it really was Zodiac. Why would he volunteer the day he was born?
Maybe he just slipped up.
We took this very seriously. None of the suspects had the same birthday as this phantom caller.
Yeah, but there could be another one.
Who's Sherwood Morrill?
He's a handwriting expert in Sacramento.
He called. He said he
Oh, did he?
was about.
I'm not so sure that's something we want people to know about.
Why, are you embarrassed?
Robert, what's
No.
the one thing we know about Zodiac?
I'd be scared.
Read Herb Cain.
Imagine if this is the Zodiac right now.
Zodiac's name is Rick Marshall.
Rick Marshall. What if this was the Zodiac calling?
Someone could beat a handwriting test?
No. Whoever the Zodiac is, he's not someone I cleared.
You can't fake a handwriting test?
I never cleared a Rick Marshall.
Jeez. Telephone jump scare.
Hello?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Move. Move. I don't know. Move to Japan or something. Get out of here.
Give it back and he stops and he says, my goodness, I got fingerprints all over this. And he wipes them off.
What?
If he had the foresight to bring gloves with him, how the hell is he going to accidentally leave a print behind? But
Yeah, exactly.
SFPD saw a handwritten sign in the window of his house. Decided it looked nothing like the Z letters, so they just moved on.
What? Come on.
He received code training. He was also a projectionist at a silent film theater.
Ooh, and he likes movies. I love this investigating and stuff. Oh my God.
Most of the writing matches the exemplar. In a way, though, it's the part that doesn't match that scares me the most.
Interesting, what?
That absolutely, positively does not match is the letter K.
Again, the K is the issue.
Came in this morning and you need this here right now.
See what?
The new Zodiac letter.
A new one. Okay, let's go.
I'm waiting for a good movie about me. Who will play me? I'm now in control of all.
No, honestly, and this is the movie. And again, he could have just been watching it. He could have been alive during this movie release window. I cannot speak right now.
On record saying that he believes Toski wrote the letter to drum up publicity for himself.
What?
Me now?
He retired.
Is that what he told you?
What are you saying, he's wrong?
I'm saying stop calling my house.
Oh my days. I mean, he does have to go through like
No, I know you don't think it's him.
No.
other methods, to get these evidence.
He's still out there, Dave.
No, Robert, I am through with this. I am through with you.
The longer a case has to settle, the less likely you are to catch that person, right?
Okay, which one is that? Lake Tahoe nurse goes missing.
Well, why are these kids so genius?
How come you and Mom don't sleep in the same bed anymore?
Oh, what? No. She definitely has an issue with this, though.
Failed. A cartoonist has succeeded. How did you do it?
Oh, good for him.
She's in jail, isn't that great?
Why'd you do it?
Because she'll be able to identify Rick Martin. What are you talking about?
You went on TV.
Yeah, now your face is out there.
I am serious.
I need to know.
He's so obsessed with this.
Is that more important than your family's safety?
Of course not.
I mean, it kind of seems like it is.
Yes, there's a coffee shop right on the corner.
Why don't we just go to my home?
Oh,
Oh. I don't know. I wouldn't follow random people.
Have a seat. Thank you. How about some tea?
Oh, no, I'm all right.
You sure?
Yes,
Got an old film poster in the background. That's pretty nice.
There is a connection between one of the Zodiac attacks and that film.
You mean the symbol?
The symbol.
Hold on.
That symbol is in the movie?
Always arrives with it. Right then.
No way, actually.
Time I saw it in the papers. I thought about that.
Oh, it's like the thingy symbol. Okay.
The poster.
The poster that Rick drew. The handwriting
Oh,
is
no.
the close. No, he drew this one.
Mr. Graysmith, I do the posters myself.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. There's no music.
But that's all right.
It's not a problem. They're just down in the basement.
Oh, my days.
Many people have basements in California.
Ah! Oh, the shadow. Oh, he's so scary. It's so intimidating how this is shot.
You live alone?
Most Dangerous Game ran in May 16.
He's just ignoring it.
Do you think he saw the film in our theater and was inspired?
What are these noises?
Thank you. Thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
Oh, God. Don't turn off the light, please. Oh, my God. Run. Actually, run. Please go, please go, please go, please go. Ah!
Thank you.
Night, Mr. Grace.
He still said thank you, even after running for his life.
Was he into movies? Was he a movie buff?
I can tell you that he was not into people.
He is not into people.
This guy showed up in a suit and just sat in a chair all by himself all night long, didn't talk to anyone.
Oh, that's weird.
Like Stan.
Rick?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Not Rick.
It's a long time ago. Think hard.
I am thinking hard.
It was Rick.
No, it might not have been. Wait, say it. Lee Allen.
Just give me 5 minutes. I know exactly where it is. Please.
He's like, who? What? What? He's so confused.
Sorry.
Oh.
No, not on the evidence.
No.
Oh, the breathing again.
You didn't return my calls.
Oh, I've been kind of busy.
She's like, what have you done with the place?
Yeah, I can.
I love the decorating.
You don't mean that.
A little.
The date that didn't end.
So do whatever you have to. Finish this.
Oh. I love that we've circled back to him. Wait, I didn't read it. I was just looking at his face. Did I have a birthday? December 18th, 19th time?
Here?
I'm gonna kill him. I'm calling SFPD. Where's my gun? He was weak. The one time that he gave something away. Robert, I am calling the police. It's Arthur Lee Allen.
Oh, that's what he wants to hear.
Tonight, I need to kill. Today's my birthday. It was his birthday. Arthur Lee Allen was born on December 18th.
Aha! Let's go!
Sherwood disqualified his handwriting. The same Sherwood that drinks like Paul Avery now. Yes, you have Sherwood.
So get someone else on it.
The Zodiac watch. The background of school children. The misspellings of Christmas. The bloody knife. All circumstantial.
It's all circumstantial?
Begin July 69, after the murder of Darlene Farron, and they continue until you go to see him at work.
Okay, yeah.
So when's the next letter from Zodiac? Not until January of 1974. He is silent for 3 years. Then in 7...
Because he's imprisoned. Because he's imprisoned.
But then the letters stop. What happens to Alan? He's arrested.
Yeah, there you go.
Types you an apology, and then what? We get our first new Zodiac letter in 4 years.
Dude.
Okay. Zodiac had to...
This could still be considered circumstantial though, no?
Lived in his mother's basement on Fresno Street. Door to door. That is...
Oh my god. Really?
Jesus Christ. So?
So was Lee the most prolific subject then? Like suspect?
Just because you can't prove it doesn't mean it's not true. Easy, Dirty Harry.
Yeah, that is Dirty Harry thing to do. $1983. Wow, we've gone like 20 years. He's gonna look him in the eyes, know that it's him, and he's gonna be done. Oh. Oh, what is happening? This is so cool. He looked him in the eyes and he knew. 7.5 years later, Ontario, Canada, Canada represent. Let's go. No way. No way.
How sure are you? At least an 8.
An 8, wow.
I'm very sure that's the man who shot me.
Oh my god. This guy's charged with murder. Alan suffered a fatal heart attack before this meeting took place. I knew one of them died. There's no way. Investigators in San Francisco and Vallejo refused to rule out Alan as a suspect. 2004, deactivated their Zodiac investigation. Arthur Lee Allen is the prime and only suspect. Only suspect. I guess that makes sense. It had to be Allen, right? It had to. What a good movie. What an amazing movie. So well made, so well shot. Just everything about it was amazing. That's all I can say. Everything about it was amazing. And that was my reaction to Zodiac, the 2007 drama mystery starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Robert Downey Jr., Mark Ruffalo, and should I also add John Carroll Lynch as Arthur Lee Arthur Lee Allen. And what a movie this was. This was a fantastic movie, so well directed by David Fincher. The score was amazing and just, I don't know, it was just weird to watch it, like listen to it at the same time. It just made you feel so uncomfortable. The actual cinematography of the movie was outstanding. The script was really well done with some very riveting moments and scenes and reveals and stuff like that. Even for someone like me who knew a little bit about this case going in, and I'm sure for someone who knew the case very well going into the movie, it would still be really fun to watch this movie, see the reveals as they happen and stuff like that. Just really well done overall. And I was very curious how they were going to make this movie because the case isn't solved. You know what I mean? I knew that there was a suspect that was like the prime suspect, and that obviously now is Arthur Lee Allen. I knew that that person or one of the suspects died before the case was solved, and so they were never able to actually 100% guarantee that that was the person, and so the case is unsolved. So I was wondering how they were going to make a movie where like it would be satisfying at the end for the audience, where a movie that has, it's about a killer and a mystery and stuff like that is unsolved by the end. Like how would that end up being satisfying for an audience after 2 hours and 40 minutes of movie? And they did a really good job with it. The way that they had Jake Gyllenhaal's character kind of understand that this person was the Zodiac killer. The way that we as an audience, when Jake Gyllenhaal looks at Arthur Lee Allen, when Robert looks at Arthur Lee Allen in that gas station, hardware store, whatever you want to call it, and you just see the look in his eyes and you see Arthur Lee Allen's look, it's just like, it's very satisfying for us as an audience because we feel like we know who the killer is, even if it is an unsolved murder, just due, or like serial killings and stuff like that, just due to how the law works. We as an audience know that this is the person, you know what I mean? So I thought that was a really interesting way to do it. And it'd be interesting to see if any of you guys disagree that this man was the killer or anything, because I mean, for me in this movie, and also I feel like I remember when I was learning about the case, I felt like Arthur Lee Allen was the guy to go to, you know, like the go-to man. He was definitely the Zodiac killer. To me personally, like, just, it felt like all the evidence, there was so much coincidental evidence that it couldn't be a coincidence anymore. Like, that's how I felt about it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I mean, and also let me know what you guys think about this movie. I thought this movie was absolutely incredible. So let's talk about the score real quickly, and then we'll talk about, I don't know, just how David Fincher created this movie, I guess, how he directed this movie and some of the cinematography as well, and just the things that I liked, because I really enjoyed this movie. And before we get there, as also interesting point, I mean, I know Arthur Lee Allen died well before this movie came out, but it would be interesting if the Zodiac killer wasn't Arthur Lee Allen, and because I said this in my review or in the reaction a couple times, but it would just be like, it'd just be this really weird thing where if it wasn't Arthur Lee Allen and the Zodiac killer is still alive today, or not today, he'd probably be well dead by now, but was still alive in 2007, he could have watched this movie in theaters about himself. Like, that's just this really weird thought to think about. I think it's highly unlikely because I think Arthur Lee Allen was him, but you can't rule it out. And I think it's just this really interesting and unnerving thought to think about at the same time. When you have cold cases and then a movie or a documentary is made about these cold cases, there's always that possibility that the subject of these cold cases could be watching it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just this weird, uncanny thought. So yeah, the score of this movie was absolutely incredible. I loved the use of the score over scenes to make it just really uncomfortable. The weird piano, like the piano was very unnerving because it felt like a little off at times, you know what I mean? Like there'd be a melody, but then like the left hand would kind of go like brr, you know what I mean? It just felt very sporadic, but then mixed with like this melody, it just added to this weird tension that the movie was going for, and I thought it was amazing. But the movie also knew when to be silent. The moment when Robert goes to that guy's house who he thinks is the friend of the man who wrote the poster, who would then aka be the Zodiac killer, I think his name was Rich or something like that, Rick or Rich or something like that. Anyways, that whole scene, there's no music, there's just the sound of the rain and the kettle starting to boil, and then as the scene goes on, and when Robert's like, yeah, you know, your friend, he wrote the poster, and the guy's like, no, I wrote the poster, and it's just silence, you know what I mean? Like, it's just absolute silence. We have another big silent moment when that woman and her child is in the car with the Zodiac killer, and he's like, when I kill you and stuff like that, he talks like that, and then the music just cuts right as he says that, and it just feels like this weight is dropped on your stomach. And I thought it was a really good idea to have these really like unnerving musical moments, but then to cut them at just the right times so the audience just lingers with this silence and lingers with the scene. I thought it was really well done overall. And something else that was really well done was the camera work. The camera work by David Fincher is absolutely amazing, and I love David Fincher. I've seen a few of his movies. I don't know if he directed Seven, but I feel like Seven, I have seen Seven, by the way, but I don't remember if he directed it. I think he did, because I feel like the style is pretty similar. But David Fincher's style overall is really awesome, and I really love the way that he uses the camera to tell the story. He does a whole bunch of really creative shots all the time. Like, it just feels like the camera is almost another character. It feels very fluid, and it feels very connected to our characters as well. For example, like when Jake Gyllenhaal is sitting down, like he'll be walking to his desk and the camera will be following him to his desk, and then he'll sit down and the camera will move a little bit down, almost like we're sitting down with him or getting to to his level, and then he'll stand up and the camera moves a little bit up with him. It's like the camera is almost tethered to each character, and it really lets us into their lives a little bit more. There's also just some really great storytelling shots. The moment where we meet Arthur Lee Allen for the first time and we have the 3 detectives around him and they're sitting down in that little cafeteria everywhere. You know, it starts out with these wide shots. You know, we get shots of all of them in the same shot, or we get shots of 2 or 3 of them in the same shots, and then by the end of the conversation, it's these straight on, head on shots of individual characters, and it's so intimate and it's so telling of how this scene is going, of what the detectives are thinking, of what Arthur Lee Allen is thinking, or what you assume he is thinking if you think he's a Zodiac, or if you don't think he's a Zodiac, depending on how you view that scene. It's just really interesting. It's so well filmed. The camera work tells a story, and David Fincher's camera work in this movie was excellent. The cinematography as well was incredible. I felt like it was in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, you know what I mean? Like, I never really noticed any of the effects, the visual effects or the trickery to make me believe that it was the time period, you know what I mean? Even the look of the film itself, it looked like it was made on film in a way. Obviously it didn't have any of that graininess and stuff that old movies had, but just the aesthetic of it, there was just something about it that I was like, wow, if someone had put grain to this movie a little bit and like made it not like a beautiful looking HD movie, made it like, I don't know, 720p or something like that, put some grain on it, put some film wear on it and stuff, I would have believed that at least the start of this movie came out in the 1960s, because that's just how it looked. It was truly amazing to see how immersive the world was in this. Obviously seeing like Jake Gyllenhaal and Robert Downey Jr., I was like, oh, it came out in 2007, but seeing everything around them, it felt like the 60s. I mean, I'd never been in the 60s, obviously. I wasn't alive in the 60s, but it felt like the 60s and it felt like the 70s. And yeah, it was just amazing overall. So yeah, that's going to be the end of my review. I thought this movie was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. I will be watching a few more David Fincher movies on my Patreon. You can watch Panic Room. It's exclusive to Patreon, that movie, so go over, check it out on Patreon if you would like. We'll be watching Gone Girl eventually on the channel, which I feel like it's one of those movies where I feel like I've seen it before, but I don't remember anything about it. So when I watch it on the channel, it'll be like a 95% reaction, because there may be scenes where I'm like, oh yeah, I feel like I know this scene, you know what I mean? But I don't feel like I know anything about the movie besides Ben Affleck is in the movie, but that's also might be because he's on the poster of the movie. I don't know. I'm watching it on the channel because I think it'll be interesting to check that one out, and I love Fincher's style, so it'll be exciting to see Gone Girl as well. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.